Welcome back. This is Skoden Gaming, and we're going to take a look at my Teferi's Banter deck. I've had a couple different iterations of this deck throughout the years, and this is the newest version of it. A couple different win cons, but my favorite by far is definitely, well, they concede. Which, I mean, if you've watched any of my videos, you know well that is one of my favorite win conditions of all time. I love it when people just quit. I do have actual win cons, and I will be trying to do it, but the main source of locking them out is to ramp up into Teferi, copy him multiple times with Spark Double, while flipping Primal Amulet, and then using board wipes and damage nullifiers, like Teferi's protection, and yeah, what is the other one? Can't remember the name of it at the moment. Anyways, prevent all combat damage. So between board wipes and... I need another white land. Between board wipes... I'm not getting a white land. Between board wipes and protection spells, why will it not just cast it? Gosh. Anyways, between board wipes and damage nullifiers, you get the Teferi emblem. Honestly, multiple times. I've done it, I don't know how many times since I have revamped this deck. I should have recorded multiple of the matches, but I was having a few problems with the amount of mana, the type of mana, shit like that. I really need that mana now. There we go. I'd rather not use Settle the Wreckage to get him out of his mana slump. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could have done Teferi there, but I needed the board clear. It looks like... So if I do 5, undo 2. So yes, pay for this mana. Untap 2 mana for Devious, cover up to protect him. Settle the wreck, or I'll also make sure it's blue-white. Blue-white, blue-white. So if it's just a normal creature, I can, at this point, I can settle the wreckage. Like that's a nothing. I'm not messing with that. I can do a granted. Well, I won't be doing granted. I will be doing a Spark Double instead. Actually, with Spark Double, I will be able to grant it as well.
To move quickly.
That's the other part of the combo with running Primal Amulet. Returning a card from my graveyard to the hand. Once you flip the Primal Amulet, I can return multiple cards to my hand, being it and one of the wipes. So it's an infinite loop of returns, which is great, especially if you get a second or third primal amulet on the field and you just never flip those. It's a great combo. I think at this moment I'm just going to run Teferi's Oath. Blue, white, blue, white. Blue, white, blue, white. I'm not even going to waste to settle the wreckage on just 1 point of damage unless he beefs it up. Well, destroy when this creature mutates, destroy, yeah. I'll get both of those back. Now it's really on, because next turn I'm doing Oath of Teferi twice. Works for me, man. You're not killing any one of the Teferis this way. Oh, you're going after me, huh? That's funny. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let's put this. No. Put this down. Pay the life. Put this down. Draw a card. Gain 2 life. Oath of Teferi, and I will bounce that.
Need to move quickly.
And I'm getting double emblem next turn.
Hurry.
Discard a card. I'll discard the plains. Another spark double. Put that there. Put that there. Destroy enchantment. Yeah. Again. I mean, one, not only was he destroying the wrong one, it wasn't going through by any means. I was just gonna Teferi's protection and then double up on the exiles and then go look for Kiara's, pull Granted back out and go for Kiara the sea god, whatever the hell that is. And let's check out the deck real quick. That way if you guys don't want to watch all of, I also had Doppelganger. That's a different iteration of the same deck. It's just an Esper version. I like this one better because of the green allows me to bounce the protections back versus trying to exile everything they have. I just think it's a stronger version of the deck. And this deck originally had baby Teferi in it back in my last iteration, and obviously baby Teferi is banned, which of course everybody freaking knows. Poor Time Raveler. I love this card, just not in this deck. That's going to be in one of my EDH Esper artifact deck. I actually have two different Esper, not artifact, but two different Esper decks for EDH in real life. Not that that's what you guys are here to talk about. I just revamped my deck. You can look it up on Tapped Out, I believe it is. And it's called, what is it? Jace's, man, I can't even remember the name of it at the moment. Look up Skoden Gaming. You'll see all my decks. I only have one EDH list on there. Anyways, this is the deck. It's relatively cheap, costing 3.2. It's got 24 lands, except obviously this card, there's 3 of them in there, so I technically have 27 lands, but I never run it as a land, unless I absolutely have to, because the card return is, as I already mentioned, when you flip, where did it go? When you flip amulet, you can copy the spell. Well, if you copy it twice, one, you cast a spell, it's in the graveyard, you pull it out, and then you either cast, well, most likely Root Snare, because when you cast Teferi's Protection, it exiles itself. But Amulet and Root Snare, it's an infinite combo, and with multiple Teferis out there, you will always have the mana, so you don't have to worry about that. You'll still have Devious Cover-Up, protecting you, cycling other things back, including your, and oh, I love Supreme Will. It's a counter, unless they pay 3, which early game is great. Late game, when they cast big spells, it's also great. Otherwise, it's also just a search card, man, and great freaking card. And I love that it has 2 different abilities. Raven allows me to go into the graveyard. It's definitely slower, but also looking at their hand, knowing what they have, is key. Fae of Wishes, obviously meant for granted. Nobody gets Fae of Wishes for just the flyer. And in my sideboard, I mean, the Ravens war in there, that needs to go away, honestly. I think I'll just do a Excellence Binding. Why does that... What did I say wrong? Four-cost exile. There it is. Oh, land. Whoa, 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 whoa. Where did it go? God damn it. But we've got a Doomscar in there. I mean, 1, with the amulet on the battlefield, it only costs 4, and then Foretell's only 2. So it's pretty cheap that way. And also, well, because I don't have any more of my other board wipes unlocked. I've only got 3 Wraths of God. And I guess technically, I could unlock more, but I'm not going to. Cleansing Nova, I've thought about also putting in here. But as you can see, a root snare, just in case I can't find one, so I can put it in the loop. Excellent binding to exile, board wipe, Elspeth, to not only exile one of their permanents, but get my planeswalker back. And here's my actual win con, Kiora's Beast, or Bests of the Sea. Not only do you get the 8/8, which is how I usually win via damage, it's also how I steal whatever permanent they have, so then I can win with their stuff. And of course I can get that back multiple times, cast it for free with omniscience, however they say it. So other than that, man, it's actually a really, really well thought out deck. Is a pretty good win rating. Not that I know what the win rating is, because I don't have those apps that tell you. I'm playing on a tablet, not a PC, which many of you will be able to tell by the minor changes of the screen layout. So let's try to get another good match in. If I don't get a good match in, I'll edit this one out and just call that the match. Because I really did just show you in the first recording, exactly how the deck goes. And while I've got ramp, God, this is a horrible hand. That's even worse. I'll get rid of the Settle the Wreckage. Last thing I want to do is be mana ridden or mana drought and then wipe and give them more manas. So I'm hitting everything on curve at the moment. I think I'm definitely going to need one of those soon. Let's see if they kill that. They're obviously reading the card, so they're going to know that I'll be able to see their hand if I hit them. So if they have a kill spell, it'd be smart for them to kill it. What does this guy do? When a vampire enters the battlefield, if I lost turn, so that doesn't matter. As long as an opponent has lost life, each other vampire you control enters the battlefield, and they're going to destroy, of course. Well, let's try it again. What are you gonna do? Socialite. What's this guy's name? That's the other thing. Desecra Fist. Death Touch. Works for me. Cost 2. I mean, I really need that land. So we'll draw a card and see what happens. I'm getting the feeling that I'm gonna need more root snares, but let's get one of these instead. So if I'm binding, not that I have the chance to bind, hope for a land, no land. So no matter what I draw next turn, if it's not a land, I am putting in the graveyard. I don't care if it's a Teferi. Gosh, I want that back so bad. Graveyard. I need it. I need a land. Just put a freaking land in here. God, because whatever I'm going to put in here, I'm going to draw next. And that's something I don't want. Well, I can put a root snare in there. Skip a turn. Put the root snare on the battlefield or in the graveyard, since I already have one. Hope for a land. Clear the board. Let's draw a card. Get some life. Maybe a land. That's good. Next turn, I'll Wrath of God again. Okay, so I'll either Escanta for something or Supreme Will. Maybe even both at the end of his turn. How many lands do I have? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more and I could do Omniscience once I get it. But I'm running out of protection spells. We'll grab this. Those are my 2 lands. Now we need to find something. Well, that's finding something. Definitely not what he wanted. Well, as you can tell, it's not going to be the most competitive deck, but it is very troublesome to early game decks that don't get all their pieces right away. You know, like I have plenty, honestly, more than half the deck. Probably not half the deck. Half of the cards. Because what? 3 here. 6. 9. 12. 12 of the 40 cards. Prevent damage one way or the other. Then I have 6 cancels. 2 ways to bring things back. I've got plenty of life gain. 3 life there. That doesn't gain life. Where is it? Acuity gives life. What else? There's another thing that gives me life. Is it in my sideboard? Maybe not. I must have taken it out. Oh, you know what? There is something that gives me more life. Oh, I took those out too. I used to have lands that gave me more life. Oh, right here. Raven's Warnings. 2 life and a bird. I knew there was multiple ways to gain life in here. Anyways, that's going to be the night. I'm going to upload this. Maybe play some more matches and think about what deck I'm going to revamp next. I hope you guys liked the video, enjoyed the gameplay, enjoyed the banter. Get it? Banter? Yeah, I know. Leave me alone. Anyways, like the video, subscribe, do all the things. Talk to you later. Lemps.